Apparently, I'm too much for some people. Guess I've known this. I've always known this. Listen, the more you try to be for everyone, the less you are for yourself. If you're exhausted from trying to make everyone else happy, stay tuned. Let's talk about it, because it's time to do something different. So I want you to imagine this, okay? I'm gonna give you an example. You pour your heart and soul into something, your passion, your message, your truth, like you're standing in your power, you feel so passionate about it, only for someone to tell you, I don't like how you said it. Can you tone it down? Your passion is great, but I can't even get through it because it's too much. Too much. The too muchness factor. Too much. I've been called too much my entire life. Too emotional, too sensitive, too passionate, too intense, too much of all of this. If you are sensitive, you know what I'm talking about. It's what I call, like I said, the too muchness. That too muchness came right back and hit me in the face. Knocked me down a little bit. But I got back up. So I posted a YouTube video talking about what's stopping you from healing. Something that I am deeply passionate about. And honestly, I'm deeply passionate about everything I do. Every video I put out, I am so passionate because I'm speaking from my soul. I always do. And I had a few comments that some people loved it, and then others were like, it's just, I felt like you were yelling at me. It was too much. They want me to tone it down, be softer, more gentle, do a video like this. And listen, I get it. Some people learn best from soft-spoken, nurturing voices. People that don't feel like they're coming on and speaking from their passion. But that's not me. I used to be that way, but it's not me. I could come on here and be softer, quieter, more digestible. I can change my voice, my energy, my passion to make everyone else comfortable. But would I be the real me? Would I be who I am? No. Would you be getting the real me? Like if you wanted to start coaching with me and you realize that I am not who I am, like who I'm coming across on my YouTube videos, you'd be like, who are you? Who is this person who's super passionate? When I am coaching with clients, I am super passionate with them too. And some people resonated with it and some people don't. That's okay. That's okay. I wasn't okay at first, but it's okay. And let's think about it. If I'm making everybody else comfortable, is comfort where we grow and change? No. That goes for this channel. If I'm gonna stay in the comfort zone, I'm not gonna help you grow and change. And then I had to think, did I trigger something within them? Or am I triggered? Or both? I was triggered for sure. I'm gonna be honest, I was triggered. Yep. Stepping in to my power, sharing my truth, saying things that might make people uncomfortable, and being seen as too much is not easy for a sensitive soul to do. It is not easy for me to do it. I have always been afraid to share my truth. Always been afraid to say what I'm truly thinking because I don't want to ruffle their feathers or make them uncomfortable and feel like, oh, like they're too much or I'm too much. And it's just like this ping pong. I made everyone else around me comfortable for a very long time while my entire being felt uncomfortable. But at least everyone else around me is happy, right? No! That has me wearing a damn mask, y'all. And I don't have to wear that mask anymore. And honestly, I believe these comments happened last week because it was kind of, I don't like to say test from the universe. The universe is giving me a moment to say, stand in your power. Making sure I'm ready to keep that freaking mask off. Step into your power, be authentic, be yourself. I mean, it's hard enough for a person who's not a sensitive soul to deal with rejection and criticism, but a highly sensitive person, y'all, it's a deep struggle. Criticism hurts your soul. So we don't just hear the words, we feel them. We feel the other person's energy behind the words. When they're sharing their criticism about us, we can feel that energy. Did you realize that? We feel whatever they're feeling, their discomfort, their frustration, whatever it is. So not only do you hear the words, you feel the emotions and energy behind it, that frequency. And that frequency cuts deep, oh my God, it cuts deep. And then it lingers in our mind and our body and our soul for days and weeks. And we ruminate and we think about it all the time. And we question everything. And we question about who we are. And then we feel that rejection. And what happens is our first instinct is, let's be a people pleaser. Let's not ruffle those feathers. Let's not stand in our power. I'm just going to make sure I please everyone else. That is not a way to live a life at all. And a lot of sensitive souls live their life for other people's happiness. It's time for you to live your life for your happiness, standing in your authentic power. And what you see on these videos is me standing in my authentic power. And when I remain in my power and know that I am living in my authenticity and I am not living for other people, as a sensitive soul, when you feel rejection or criticism, our first instinct, our go-to is to fix it. The people pleasing, the perfectionism. You know this cycle. Someone reacts negatively to something you said or did, or we even think that's what happened, and you feel it deeply in your mind, your body, your soul. The anxiety kicks in. You start overthinking, you're ruminating, and you start thinking of everything you said or did, and then the mask. The mask comes on, and you start changing everything. You start to think, what can I do so this doesn't happen again? So I can make others comfortable. Because you don't feel safe in your power, in your authenticity. It throws you into flight, fight, freeze. We think if we don't feel safe. We think if we just adjust ourselves a little bit here and there and change this and tone it down and blend in and do what everyone else says, just maybe they'll accept me for who I am. The more you try to fit in, changing yourself, the more drained you feel. That perpetuates the anxiety and depression. I'm gonna give you another example. A moment that hit me just as hard as like those comments did. So recently I went to a party and quite literally I'm standing there really uncomfortable. I spoke to a few people, but then they spoke to me for a few minutes and just walk away and that's it. And nobody really else came to speak with me. So I'm just standing there. No one's acknowledging me. I'm by myself. I feel really uncomfortable. A lot of sensitive souls have felt this. And you're just standing there by yourself like, I am so uncomfortable. And I can feel the tightness in my chest and the tears welling in my eyes and just the feeling of wanting to just scream and cry. This is not the first time it's happened at this person's house. I should know better. And what did I start doing? I started asking myself, well, what's wrong with me? Why don't they like me? I realized I had two choices. I could change myself to fit in, even if it drained me. Stop showing up to places that make me feel invisible. I felt invisible. And the truth is, we all face these choices every day. The need for approval runs deep. The fear of rejection runs deep. The feeling like you have to be for everyone else besides yourself, losing yourself in the process of trying to fit in and wear that mask runs deep. I want to get really specific here, because sometimes we don't even realize when we're doing this because we have done it for so long. It has become habitual. There's some clear signs that you can start to focus on that will show you if you're trying too hard to fit in. Okay, so you overanalyze every interaction with people. Like you can't stop thinking about it. You replay those conversations in your head, wondering, did I say the wrong thing? Did someone take it the wrong way? Oh, I should have said that. Oh, I should have been more quiet. You change your personality depending on who you're with. Reflect on whenever you go into a place with people, how you act and interact. And then when you leave, if you're like, oh my God, I feel so drained, I'm exhausted, and that was not me at all. I've been around people where they're talking badly about others and where sometimes I would jump in. And then I started to realize that's not me at all. If you're around one group and you're bubbly and outgoing, and then you're around another one where you feel quiet, reserved, okay? Maybe you're constantly shifting to match the energy of the people around you. This was me at the party. You're holding back your real opinions. You agree with what others are saying, even when you don't fully believe it. Oh, I know this one. Because you don't want to rock the boat. You don't want to ruffle feathers. You don't want to be seen as different or somebody who's standing up for themselves. You stay in uncomfortable situations just to be included. This is a hard one because you want to have friends, right? You want to have those connections, right? So when you don't feel included, it hurts you. But is it better to find the people that you feel aligned with versus people that you are changing who you are and putting the mask on so that way you're liked? You attend events that you don't enjoy. That was me last week. You say yes when you really want to say no. You force yourself to be around people who drain you. I knew last week I shouldn't go there, but I didn't want to feel left out. FOMO. I felt like crap when I got home. Maybe you shrink yourself so you don't stand out. I could shrink myself on this video. I could shrink myself on YouTube. I could be the quiet spoken person that doesn't go and share passionately. Again, what if you decided that you wanted to come coach with me and then all of a sudden I'm like this soft spoken person on YouTube or Instagram, and then you realize that that is not who I am. You keep your passions, quirks, unique traits hidden because you're afraid it'll make you look weird or different. You tone yourself down so you don't make others uncomfortable. You worry constantly about what people think of you. God, it's so hard. You obsess over whether people like you, obsess. And you read too much into their reactions and you feel crushed by even like the slightest criticism. You feel exhausted after social interactions. Me, last week, yep. Not because you're introverted, but because you're working so hard to be what you think people want you to be. Wearing the mask. You feel like you don't know who you are anymore. You spent so much time trying to be what others want you to be that you're not even sure what you want. What makes you happy? What makes you feel joyful? What makes you feel aligned? Take the mask off. Life will be different on the other side. If you relate to any of this, you're human. Tell yourself that, yep, human. I'm not just a human, I'm a sensitive soul human that makes up 15 to 20% of the population, which makes me a little different, which makes me vibrate at a different frequency, which makes emotions and these intense feelings even harder, human and sensitive. Do you think also that some of these things, when you're putting yourself in these situations, may be causing anxiety, overwhelm? Maybe you're ready to finally stop that cycle and be yourself. When we start to remove those masks, you begin to feel that authentic power. You're gonna feel that passion. You're gonna feel that burning inside of you. It's gonna be there. You're gonna be like, here it is. Here I am, world. I'm ready. That is why I'm so passionate when I come on here, because I want you to stand in that power. I want you to be like, this is me. This is who I am. Hell yeah. So let's talk about how to release some of that fear. So the people who truly align with you will never require you to shrink. You will never feel uncomfortable by being who you are. The right people will find you because of who you are, not in spite of it. But the fear of not being liked doesn't disappear overnight. Because as a sensitive soul, just fear rejection, you feel it in your body. Like I said, you can feel what the other person is feeling, which is really hard. So I want to share something with you that has helped me release that need for approval, has helped me to stand more in my truth. It's just like a quick grounding exercise that can help you feel more safe in being yourself. So I want you to close your eyes and I want you to just feel in your body for a minute. And I want you to imagine the fear of rejection sitting like a heavy weight across your chest. And I want you to take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, I want you to release that fear through your feet into Mother Earth. So you're gonna breathe it in and you're gonna release into Mother Earth. And then I want you to repeat with your eyes closed. I am safe to be myself. I am not here to be for everyone. And then I want you to repeat. So breathing it in and you're releasing this into Mother Earth. I am safe to be myself. I am not here to be for everyone. Go ahead and open your eyes. Remember, you're not here to be for everyone, and that's okay. The right people will find you because of who you are, not because you changed to be someone else. It's exhausting. If you're ready to stop shrinking yourself, release the fear of rejection, finally feel confident in your sensitivity, I have a group coaching program that's coming up. It's the Sensitive Solution. It is a 6-week group coaching program for women where we are going to be doing an energetic healing experience plus some mindset work plus rituals. It is not just a mindset program. It's not just talking about the thoughts here. It is really diving into the healing to create lasting change with the energy, your mind, rituals, spirituality, and pulling it all together. So if you're ready to clear some of those emotional and energetic blocks, those patterns that have kept you stuck in overwhelm, self-doubt, exhaustion, wearing that mask, I'm so excited. I'm going to put the waitlist link below. I'm going to take only 15 to 20 women. So make sure you get on the waitlist. I also want to hear from you. Have you ever felt like you've had to change yourself to be accepted? I probably know the answer. But if you want some support, you want some guidance, drop a comment below. I read all of them, even the ones that suck, that hurt my feelings. And I'm not going to be for everyone. And that is okay. Yes. So this week I was supposed to talk about how Reiki can help heal anxiety and depression, but I felt so called to this video and I listened to my intuition. My intuition says, like, this is what you need to talk about. I'm going to go with it. So that's what I'm supposed to do. That's what I'll be doing next week, unless my intuition tells me something different. I am sending you all so much light, love, and beautiful energy. Stand in your authentic power. You are beautiful. You are loved. You are safe.